You can see the connections on the right side. You can of course connect to Wi-Fi either from the unit itself, but also from remote. So if you have an operator in the field which doesn't know a lot about live view, you can take control over the unit and practically do everything from remote. You can see yourself here. Yeah, so going through the different information here, we have all the bitrate information, we have the location of the unit. On this window here, you can see, if you hover above the icons, you can see the details of the warning message, for instance, that right now we are streaming to a channel in a lower version than the unit. And you can see what limitations or special configurations you applied on your device. So if you hover above the flag, you can see that right now the bandwidth of the unit is capped for 8 megabits per second, and the number of active audio channels is 4. One new addition that I want to share with you is this button here, the share button. When I talk about Matrix, you will understand more, but basically this allows you to choose whether to expose the feed or not expose the feed on Matrix. I will get to that, but just keep in mind that this button exists. And another new feature that we have here is the encoding technology that we are using. So HEVC at the moment, if it was an H.264 based device, you will see H.264 here. This is basically what I have to say about the unit list. Also, the configuration button or the setting button was moved from down here to the top right corner, but the configuration stays the same. So you can see the different connections. What you can do also is to configure an APN setting. If you're using a different APN, you can configure it either from the unit or from any central. You can also, if you click on a specific modem, you can scan, as I mentioned before, you can scan for different operators and lock the device to a specific operator. This can be done from LD Central. Bandwidth limitation can be done per modem or generally on the unit. So you can limit the bandwidth. You can also do it while streaming. So right now the unit is streaming, and I just released the bandwidth limitation from the unit. You can do it while streaming. And now you can see that it reaches more than 8 megabits per second. This is relatively a new feature that we have.
Which bandwidth do you suggest for HD, so 1080 streaming? What would be an ideal average?
And what would be in the frame? Is it an interview? Is it a
non-sport? So
not sport? So I think that from 5 and up you will be okay. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the bandwidth limitation. What I want to say here is introduce you to the prioritization feature. I spoke a little bit about the fact that LiveView uses all the available connections to bond them together and use them in order to transfer the video. Now that's true, but sometimes you want to use an interface such as satellite only if you have to, because you pay a lot for that, and you don't want to pay a lot for something you don't need. So what we did have up until now is the option to just select, let me just stop the